sickness is rising. Don't try to deny what you feel. Will you give it to me? It seems that all that was good has died and is decaying in me. Will you give it to me? It seems you're having some trouble in dealing with these changes, living with these changes. Now the world is a scary place. Now that you've woken up the demon, the enemy. You know, come on, get down with the sickness. You know, come on, get down with the sickness. You know, come on, get down with the sickness. Open up.
I don't see you. You on mute.
See that. How's everyone doing out there in fantasy land with their changes in their lineup? We're two guys with a sickness for fantasy football here to help you with your lineup changes. How you doing, Terrance?
You know, every day is a good day if we talking about fantasy football.
Oh, yeah, especially going into the semi-championships. One couple days away from seeing who's in our finals, and let's see if we can help some people out there with their championship runs. So here's what I got going on. My first decision here of the week, the only one I'm really thinking about in my change-ups, and this is in your league here, which 16 team, I can go Kendrick. This is for the last spot. Kendrick Bourne versus the Colts. Ricky Pearsall's been ruled out. Quentin Johnson versus the Cowboys. He's questionable. Isaiah Bond versus the Bills, or Rashad Bateman versus the Patriots.
Well, first I would go QJ if he playing, then Isaiah Bond. And have Isaiah been getting that much? I mean,
he got 10 points last week.
Bourne been getting that much playing time?
No, but like I said, Ricky Pearsall's been ruled out, and when Ricky Pearsall was taken out of last week's game, that's when Bourne started picking up in the third or the fourth quarter, halfway through. So he's due for an uptick. I'd feel more comfortable with him if Mac Jones was starting.
That's what I definitely.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the same. I got Quentin Johnson in right there right now. If he gets ruled out, Isaiah Bond is what I'm thinking for my backup, followed by Bourne. But I could also take out Bourne and replace him with Alex Pierce.
Because I know Bateman must be doing very bad. I seen somebody drop him in a Dynasty league, so I know he's doing bad.
I've been flirting with dropping him in this league, but I'm like, it's just my friggin' luck that I'll drop this guy. Somebody will pick him up, and then I'll end up playing him, and he's going to be the reason why I lost that game. So I'm just holding him so nobody else can play him against me, but he's been fantasy useless this season. That's how I would go. Next one here we got Jacoby Brissett versus the Falcons, Brock Purdy versus the Colts, or CJ Stroud versus the Raiders. These are all juicy choices in my mind.
Purdy, CJ Stroud. I don't know. I feel like I gotta go. Well, it's gonna be out of. I'm gonna leave Stroud out. Stroud don't usually have a ceiling. I feel like the defense is gonna kill it, so he ain't gonna have to throw the ball. That's gonna turn into a running game. So I will go Brissett or Purdy.
Now that running game might not be there because Woody Marks is questionable. Nick Chubb's been ruled out, and they might be going with that.
I saw Nick Chubb was supposed to play. He just got ruled out.
Is he supposed to play? Because I saw he wasn't going to play.
That's what I remember seeing. He's still questionable. Matter of fact, they say Adam Schefter reported Nick Chubb expected to play against the Raiders. He got to practice. He practiced full twice the previous week. So,
all right. So I guess that changes things a little bit. I like Brock Purdy in this.
Yeah. You know, that's the first. You know, we know Brissett gonna get his throws in. That's one thing we do know.
Yep, they got nothing else there. They can't run the ball, so it'd be interesting to see what that spread is between him and Marvin Harrison.
Yeah.
All right, we got another quarterback question here. We got Kirk Cousins versus the Cardinals, or Bryce Young versus the Bucks. Do you want the young guy who's up and coming, sort of throws in a little game here or there, not consistent, or old man Cousins
I think,
versus a weaker D?
yeah, I think the Bucks game probably going to have a higher total.
That's what I'm
Um,
thinking too.
matter of fact, the total look like it's set at 45.5, and the total for the other one is 48.5. So the Atlanta and Arizona is set for higher. So
That's shocking. Probably because Tampa Bay's defense, but that's for the division, so they're going to be going like all out in that game with the Bucks. I feel both break.
I guess is what if maybe Atlanta maybe Cousins might have the higher ceiling, because I think Bryce Young usually stay around 18-ish of points.
He's had one really big boom game.
Yeah, so if there was one person, that's gonna sling the ball 40 times, it probably would be Cousins over Young. So
Yeah, well, I hope so, because that's good for my Kyle Pitts shares again in the playoffs. Got a lot
well,
of
London coming back, so that ain't good for the Cowboys.
that doesn't matter. Cousins loves his tight ends, man. And if he's
Okay.
getting comfortable throwing to the tight end, that's where I'm going. So we got a wide receiver question here. Brian Thomas Jr. versus the Broncos, Patrick Surtain, that nasty secondary, or Juan Jennings versus the Indianapolis Colts, and Sauce Gardner has been ruled out.
I probably feel better, more comfortable with Jennings.
Yep, I have to agree. Then we got a flex question here. Chuba Hubbard versus the Bucks, or Booty versus the Ravens?
Have Booty been doing much?
Not really. He's been the top wide receiver there, but I wouldn't say it's much. They're spreading the ball out quite nicely. He floats around between 8 and 12 points on average. So I'd risk it with Chuba Hubbard just in this game, meaning so much. I want guys in that game, when they're fighting for the division.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, I still don't remember Booty doing much lately. His last game, 4, 13.5, 3.5. That's the games he been back, because he missed 3 games. Yeah, I feel like want to roll the dice with Hubbard.
Yep, I agree. So then we got 3 guys to choose from for this next question. We got Kenneth Gainwell versus the Lions, which is a big game for the Steelers. Pollard versus the Chiefs with no Patrick Mahomes, or Khalil Shakir versus the Browns?
Probably Pollard, probably.
I think I'm going Gainwell.
Okay.
I don't trust Pollard. I don't know why.
Well, you the one that always tell me how people can't run on Pittsburgh defense. So,
well, Pittsburgh's playing the Lions,
yeah, I know that.
so they'll be able to run on the Lions. They don't
Oh,
have a good.
okay. Yeah.
It'd be Monty that'll have a hard time on because Gibbs is that outside type of guy and the speed guy. But I think Monty will have a hard game. But I'm going kind of Gainwell in this one. But it would be close between him and Pollard.
I know a lot of people gonna be out on a KC game. It might be more so on the offensive end, but I think that gonna cause that game to be closer than it should. So,
yeah, I'd like to see the Titans upset them. Really put the Chiefs fans into turmoil. Then we got Ashton Gianti versus that Texans defense, which is just a nasty defense this year. And Waddle versus the Bengals, weak defense, but they got what's his name, Quentin Ewers being the starting quarterback, or is it Jacoby Myers versus the Broncos?
that's nasty.
Yeah, this is a tough choice.
I might take Myers. I don't know. That's nasty. Genty haven't been playing well. They're like, I usually go running back, but I think Genty have not been playing well, and going against
the top defense, they cannot give up yards.
Arguably the best defense. The last couple games been 8 points and 5 points. That's not gonna cut it for me. It's the playoffs, and you know.
Yeah, and then you get the Broncos, which are the second best defense in the league. So that's like
Yeah,
a tough one because the
but
Broncos are even better in the secondary than what Houston is.
I think they give up points in the slot, and I think I roll the dice with Myers because I mean I will if Tua was playing it would be Waddle, but I don't trust no damn ears. I
Quentin
mean
Ewers?
I think I would if you had the choice of Waddle, I mean Waller instead of Waddle, I probably would pick Waller
Yep.
because I know rookie tight ends. I mean rookie wide receivers want to throw rookie quarterbacks want to throw to the tight end. Usually, that used to be a quick pass to the tight end. But Waddle, yeah, I don't know if I trust ears that much.
Yeah, me neither. Although Waddle does kind of fit Ewers' play set because he played for the Texas Longhorns and they do like that play action pass type of thing, which is why I said Ewers going to Miami was always a nice fit. I'm just not feeling comfortable starting Waddle that first game with him getting that nod.
I
Gianti, I don't know, and Myers. And it comes down to, do you want the running back versus the tough D or the wide receiver versus the tough D? Because I don't think the Jags are going to be able to run either on these Broncos.
I guess if you want to throw a Hail Mary, maybe Waddle, if you just willing to throw a Hail Mary, because I mean it's not like I can see Genty or Myers having a ceiling, or a ceiling game. So if you willing to deal with, hey, Waddle can get you 17 or he can get you 3. Just know that.
Yep.
He can go
Or I
for it.
think Myers and Gianti's floor is probably around 7.
Yeah, I think their floor is higher, but
Yeah.
you know.
But they got a lower ceiling with the defenses that they're playing. All right. Next question
Hold
here.
up,
We got,
we got a comment. Hold
all
up.
right.
Jamin Wilson or T. Higgins.
So we got the Bengals are playing the Dolphins on the
Haven't
road
Jameson Wilson been going crazy?
for the
You know,
Cowboys.
nah, that's on J-Mo.
Oh, so JMO. Yeah, he has been going crazy lately, and they're going against the Steelers. Going to be, yeah, I'm going JMO in that one.
Yeah,
That's a big game because the Lions are in a must win, right, for that final playoff spot now that the Bears won.
J-Mo done scored 26, 17, 26. I feel comfortable on going J-Mo.
I even
With
feel
that
comfortable
one.
with T. Higgins with Burrows.
I'm not mad at that pick.
Like, who else is on that starting lineup?
Yeah, because this shouldn't be the question. Like, obviously, this must be a 10-man league with a short lineup because this shouldn't be the question. Those two, it feels like those should be starting, but hey,
Yeah, I'd find a way to try to start both of them if I could. All right, so back to here. Oh no, I see what happened.
I got it.
All right, so next one we have is RJ Harvey versus the Jags, Quentin Judkins versus the Bills, or Tony Pollard versus the Chiefs. Now, Judkins has been struggling. Even though I like him the best out of all these, I don't know if I trust him in this matchup. But I don't like RJ Harvey versus the Jags. He's so touchdown dependent right now. Man, yeah. I think I'm rolling with Judkins because I'm okay if he puts up a dud. But if he goes off on my bench, I'm going to be pissed at myself because I love that guy.
That's tough. He been touchdown dependent, but he didn't score a touchdown the last 3 games. If you're looking for a ceiling game, let's see what Pollard done.
He's only had that one big game where he put up 160 a couple of weeks ago.
last 2 games been 18 and 28, but then the 3 games before that where he played tougher run defense, 6, 8, and 5.
Yeah. I think the Chiefs have a fairly decent run D with Spags there.
Yeah. If you got the balls to play Juckins, Thompson, is it Thompson? No, Samson. Samson is out. Bills are susceptible to the run. Hey Jeff, if you have the balls to look past a couple of bad games he had, why not?
Yep.
It gonna take some serious balls because guess what I did on this past weekend? I set Kenneth Walker.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. You know how bad Kenneth Walker been playing? And I had
but against the Rams for the division, man, that would have been a tough one. Who'd you have go in instead?
I had a choice between him and Michael Carter. And it was like, this man, the last 2 games have gave me 2.9 points and 3.8 points.
Yeah, it's been a rough year for Kenneth Walker.
I'm like, he show up on tough matchups, but I'm rolling the dice here when I probably can get 13 points from Michael Carter. And this man haven't gave me 4 points. And of course, when I said him, he decided to show up. I'm like, hey, I was able to start him in some leagues, but I was like, hey.
It is what it is, right?
Yeah, hey, it gonna hurt sometimes.
Yep. All right, next one we got is Stephon Diggs versus Baltimore on the road, DK Metcalf on the road to the Lions, or Chris Olave at home versus the Jets.
Even though I'm telling you one thing, I've seen, and this is another one of those games, I've seen Metcalf be prime for a boom game and never boom.
Yep.
And this
it's
is
hard when you
one
only got DK, right? Like, who's the wide receiver to take pressure off of him? Nobody.
So I mean, DK in a prime spot, and I think it's guaranteed go get you 15 points. But shit, in a spot like this, he should be getting you over 20. How Olave been doing?
Been all right since Shuck started turning it on. I think the last 3-4 weeks.
That's one thing. I'm happy that Shuck been playing decent. I did get a lot of Shuck in places, but it was more so to flip them. And now that Shuck seemed like he secured his job for next season, I feel like an opportunity I'll have to flip him. Olave didn't score 26, 14, 16. And I think this secondary even weaker than on what it is. So even though it's saying it's the 21st defense, it's probably more so like the 15th, so you can either go with Olave or
well, they're going for New Orleans. They've got Audric Esteem as their starting running back.
They will have to pass. I mean, I liked him as a prospect, but I
like Olave a lot. I don't like Shuck, but out of these choices, I'm going with Olave and feeling comfortable about it. I don't trust DK with no second wide receiver there to take the heat off him. He's going to have 3-4 boom games, but good luck picking them.
Yeah, I just know I wasn't going Diggs, but Metcalf, Olave, I feel comfortable with.
All right, here we go. We got pick 2, Breece Hall versus the Saints, Tyrone Tracy versus Minnesota, Audric Esteem versus the Jets, Kenneth Gainwell versus the Lions, or Ladd McConkey versus the Cowboys. I'm not trusting Ladd right now.
I probably would go. Nah, definitely not. That's the one I'm not trusting Estimate or Ladd. I probably would go Hall and Tracy. I mean, Gainwell been doing good, but I don't want all of a sudden today be a Warren game. But I probably would go Breece and on Tracy.
Yeah, those are the two I'd go with, and then Gainwell would be my third guy. That's my backup if one of the other twos don't go. All right. My last one I got in here is Ibuka versus the Panthers. T. Higgins versus Minnesota. Michael Pittman versus the Niners on Monday night, or Audric Esteem versus the Jets. I'm probably going T. Higgins on this one.
T. Higgins. Cincinnati not going against Minnesota, huh? I thought that was going against someone else.
It might have been a typo. Let me see. No, the Giants are going Minnesota. Cincinnati's going against the Dolphins.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Because I would not feel comfortable with going T. Higgins against Minnesota. I respect Minnesota defense. The coordinator more than anything. T. Higgins feel like the safer bet. Yeah.
Yeah. And if he doesn't go because he's questionable, then I'd go Ibuka.
And Buka, hey, and Buka been having some rough times.
Yep.
Rough times.
Kind of get to T. Higgins from process of elimination. Sometimes that just answers your questions for you. All right. Then we got your first one up here, Jefferson or Ibuka. I don't like this. I don't like this. What do you think of Jefferson and JJ trying to get going? Because Ash talked about this. It's almost like because JJ is so accustomed to the Jim Harbaugh type of thing and one wide receiver, and that wide receiver was always within that first 15 yards, kind of like the Michael Crabtree role when he was on the 49ers type of thing. Roman Wilson did it for the Michigan Wolverines there, but it's like he's trying to put it in a spot where only Jefferson can get it, but it's too far gone because the passes are too far for him that he doesn't have the right touch yet on those deep throws.
I just let you. I talked about this before, and I'm like, Justin Jefferson, it should be a league winner, but instead, you can't even put him out there. You don't have the ball to put him out there because the last 4 games has been 8.8. 4 completions with 6 targets. 2.4. 2 completion for 6 targets. 3.1. 2 catches for 4 targets. 4.2. 2 catches for 8 targets, 22 yards. You don't even have the balls to put it. Man scored 4.2 against Dallas.
Yeah, it's rough, man. Like, and I watched that one against Dallas, and it's like JJ's just putting it out of reach by like 6 to 8 inches, and Jefferson's giving it his all to get there, which he can. So you're not even giving him a chance, really, because you're putting the wrong touch on it. So they need to kind of switch these routes that Jefferson's running and have them be a bit shorter. More like get him running like Chase.
But I think it's been rough for them Buka too.
It's been rough for both of them. So
he did score 10 points his last game, but before that it was 3.5, 8.2, 6.2, 9 points. So hey,
I'm gonna roll with the Buka because his drop problems seemed to happen when he was the wide receiver 1 when Mike Evans was down, and then he got into those drop issues and kind of fell off the fantasy radar. Mike Evans come back last week and he's starting to creep back up. So I feel more comfortable with the Buka until Jefferson and JJ get that combination nailed down.
I don't think Mbuka got the ceiling. So if all of a sudden you want to bet on this be the game to get it together, if you got the balls to do it, he gonna get 7 to 8 targets. Hey, go for it if you got the ball to do it. Because I don't feel like Ibuka gonna have a high ceiling. I feel like since you got Godwin and Evans back, it's not gonna still be a ceiling play for him. So.
Yeah, this just seems like one of those whatever you make is going to be the wrong decision.
Yeah, it happens like that. It's just like, hey.
Yep. Sometimes fantasy could be mean to you. All right, we got George Pickens or Coker. Coker's got Tampa Bay. Pickens.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen. If this is the question, because how Pickens been getting thrown in my face all season. Now all of a sudden somebody asking Pickens or Coker. So that means Pickens been having some rough game the last couple of games. it's coming down to that.
Well, he had that one game where Dak said he wasn't even looking to him because he could see in his eyes that he wasn't into the game. So that's that game where he's throwing to Lamb like crazy 2 or 3 games ago.
So the last 2 games been 6.3 and 8.7, but before that it was 16, 29, and 29. So I don't think Coker have no business offering you a ceiling of 29 points whatsoever. You know,
You got to
so
roll with Pickens.
yeah, it's hard. Pickens the one that got you here. What TD say? Dance with the girl that you came with.
Yep. Don't be sneaking into the broom closet to dance with another girl. All right. Then we got Jalen Waddle, Emeka Ibuka, or Troy Franklin full PPR. This to me is an easy one. I'm going, or actually, that's probably Wan'Dale Robinson.
Yeah, that's Wan'Dale Robinson. I'd
Versus
probably
the
go
Vikings.
Wan'Dale
I'm
Robinson.
going Troy Franklin still.
I'd probably go Wan'Dale with if Bryant playing, I think Franklin go back down to what he was doing, because since they made Bryant, they've been pushing the ball to Bryant more. When Franklin had that big blow up game when Bryant was out, because they've been throwing the ball more so to Bryant.
Well, if you look at Troy Franklin's type of stuff earlier in the season, he was getting a lot of targets from Bo Nix, and then it was like Sean Payton changed the whole play calling to take Franklin right out of it, and that's when Brian started picking up, and that's when Bo started looking around. So I think that was all just a Sean Payton ploy to get him looking off of Troy Franklin, and I think Troy Franklin's now the wide receiver 1 for the Broncos, and Sutton's moved down to 2. So give me Troy Franklin in this one.
I don't know. Good luck.
All right, we got my opponent has Jameson Williams. Should I start Goff or Burrows? 2 points for 50-plus yards, touchdowns, 4 points for TDs.
I know Burrow will try to throw the ball regardless, and after that shutout game, he should have some goddamn pride and go out there and try to put it on this damn defense, even though it's set up to be a good run game. But yeah.
There's no way I'm sitting Burrows, especially in a 50-plus yard bonus, because Joe Burrows, since he's come into the league, has had more big money plays for touchdowns than anybody else in the league. And I think the second closest is Josh Allen, and he's 20 behind him. So it's a huge gap. So if you got the big play bonus, I'm going Burrows in this. And I'm going to hope that Goff and J-Mo kind of have a struggling week versus the Steelers. And then you'd kind of jump up 2 folds, right?
I might feel more inclined to play Goff if the other opponent was playing St. Brown. But with it being J-Mo, I don't know. It's hard for me to accept Burrow. It's hard.
Yeah, I can't do it.
And I could have advanced this past week if I would have played Brissett instead of Burrow. And even if I go back in time and I told myself, hey, set prep on Burrow, start Brissett, I would have looked at myself crazy. I'm like, what?
Yeah. What are you smoking, self? All right. Next one we got here. We got Higgins. I'm going to assume that's T. Higgins or Michael Wilson, PPR. There's no way I'm sitting Michael Wilson.
T. Higgins too, because I definitely bet not be between Jaden Higgins and Wilson. I think the only thing we worry about right here is that Harrison's supposed to be coming back. Even though they say they're gonna put him on a snap count, and not gonna throw him out there or take their time and ease him out there, something like that. I read.
Yeah, but
I think we're going to T. Higgins regardless, huh?
No, I go with Michael Wilson.
Okay.
I'm riding that train.
Okay.
I don't know if Marvin's going to come in and immediately steal that job, because I do think it's going to be working him in slowly this game. So even still, let's say Marvin Harrison goes full go for the game. You still got Jamar Chase as the wide receiver 1. Marvin Harrison's the wide receiver 1. So it's YR2 versus wide receiver 2. And Michael Wilson's been hot. I don't think Jacoby looks away from him. He's not going to shy away from, I think he's just relying on him right now.
Last time Harrison played, the little time he played, he was getting most of the targets while he was on the field with Wilson. So I will tell you that.
Yeah.
So,
Err with caution, but I'm going with Mike Wilson. All right. We got Justin Jefferson, Mike Wilson, Drake London, and then another Jefferson start too.
I wonder if one of them supposed to be Van Jefferson, but I'm going London either way. I'm going London. If London playing, I'm going London.
I'd be a coin flip between him and Michael Wilson, but I have a lot of hate for Drake London. He just pisses me off when I play him. So I tried to trade him in all my leagues. I've still got him in a couple.
That must mean you asking for a lot because
No.
I don't think there's people out there that dislike London. You know, you try to
I'm
trade
having a hard time trading him
because you'll probably want a lot. How much you want?
I haven't even got a bite.
That still don't got nothing to do with when I'm asking what you
Trust
want.
me, I am so low on London, it would be cheap compared to most. And you
All
can
right,
ask Alex that. Like
if I gave you a first and a second, you biting.
Oh, I'd take just the first.
You got him in a good league with me?
No.
Oh,
I got him in a different league. You're not in. But
I about to say
I even just tried to get a late round first for him, and people rejected it. Like playoff teams.
I would send you that right now with a second, just for some, just to make you feel good about yourself.
All right, we got Waddle with yours or Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm going Marvin.
Yep, I'm going Harrison.
All right, CJ Stroud or Jackson Dart. Also, Tet McKinnon or Mike Wilson, full PPR.
I'm going Dart and probably Tet.
Yeah, I agree with those two. Bo Nix or Drake May. Baltimore or the Jaguars.
I'd probably go May. I feel like May probably have a ceiling more than Bo Nix.
I like May as well, going against Lamar. That could turn into a game. And then the last one we got, Tony Pollard, Woody Marks. I'm assuming that's that Jordan kid from Houston.
Yeah.
Audra Castille, Michael Pittman, Dalton Kincaid, Waller, Strange, Gatson, pick 5.
Hold on. How many is you talking about? Pick 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So hold up. Did I count right? I think
8. So take off 3.
So
I'm taking off that Jordan kid.
Taking off Jordan. I'm taking out Estimate. I'm not taking off Gaston. I think he could have a game. I might take out Strange before I take off Gaskins myself.
Who's the Jack Broncos? Yeah, I think I agree. I'd either take out Gatson or Strange. Take a coin flip between those two, but definitely Estimate and Jordan would be out.
Yeah. Looks like that's all we got, huh?
That's all we got.
All right, people. All right. Good luck out there in your fantasy playoffs. I know I'm still in a number of playoffs, even though I'm out the Triple FL League. But hey, good. I'm wishing luck to the team of destiny with Shawn still in there. Hey, I'm still rooting for a podcaster to win it, and you are the last podcaster left. So,
gotta represent then.
Represent the content creators.
Yep.
Until next time, peace.